1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
What?
Silence.
It's the sound of silence.
Hit the light.
Yeah.
Hit the light.
Am I hitting the
Go
light?
ahead, Hit the
Okay.
light. Hello, darkness, my old
Damn
friend. It's time to start a Thursday with Mike and John got it going on. Mike Marino, John King, and local news, Livingston County News, brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. What's going on?
All right, here's what's happening. Brighton police have released surveillance video from the attempted theft of an ATM Monday. As we reported Monday, police say about 3:15 that morning, officers responded to the Chase Bank on East Grand River for an ATM alarm. Upon arrival, responding officers found a truck that had crashed into the guide wires of a power pole, and the ATM had been damaged. It was determined that an attempt to steal the ATM had been made, and the truck used in the attempted theft was also stolen. Video from the attempted ATM theft now shows the stolen truck back up to the ATM with a chain already prepped for use. Once the truck is stopped, 3 suspects, all dressed in black, exit the truck and use crowbars to break into the ATM and set the tow chain. After the tow chain is set, the truck pulls away in an attempt to access where the money is located. The camera then cuts out due to the truck striking the guide wires. That incident is still under investigation. You can view the video at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. Commuters through Livingston County will be contending with another traffic headache starting later this week. The Michigan Department of Transportation will be closing northbound US 23 from I-96 to M59 nightly from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. beginning Friday, June 3rd, for a $27 million resurfacing project between Spencer Road and Clyde Road. That closure is expected to last through 6 a.m. Friday, June 24th. Traffic will be detoured via I-96, Spencer Road, Old US 23, and M59. Motorists are advised to seek alternate routes. And a local lawmakers introduced a bipartisan bill to tighten House and Senate ethics guidelines concerning cryptocurrency. Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin announced Wednesday that she, along with Congressman Dusty Johnson, had introduced the Cryptocurrency Accountability Act, which would require members of Congress to disclose all cryptocurrency holdings and transactions for themselves, their spouses, and their dependent children. As chair of the House Subcommittee on Intelligence and Counterterrorism, Slotkin says she plans to hold a hearing next week focused on cryptocurrencies and ways to ensure they don't jeopardize U.S. national security interests. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley in downtown Brighton. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, your one-stop shop for all things jewelry, whether it's to pick out something for a loved one, something for yourself. They have quality jewelry and value in a warm, engaging environment. They can custom design something for you. They can take your old jewelry, make it new again. Simon G. Zagani, some of their biggest designers from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. And we just talked to Barb yesterday, and they're going to be heading to Vegas for what's could be, if it's not the United States' biggest jewelry show, it could be the biggest in the world, she said.
I think she said it was going to be the second biggest in the world.
Second biggest?
Yeah.
Kind of like this show, second biggest in the world.
Second biggest basement podcast in the world.
Exactly.
I don't even
Stop
think
by.
we're probably not in the top 5, actually.
How many podcasts do you think are happening in the basement?
Probably a lot.
Most.
Probably a lot of them.
Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, downtown Brighton. Stop by and see them today. CooperandBinkleyJewelers.com. So the ATM, 3 guys.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Hasn't this happened so many times over the years?
Yeah.
Has anybody really gotten away with an ATM?
They
It's
have.
a big thing.
But they don't, the thing is they kind of go out of their way to make sure that it's not easy to take an ATM. You can do it, and people have done it, but it's not just like, hey, because you can just, these guys, hey, we'll back up a truck, we'll put a chain around it, we'll pull it out, we'll go, and it's dough time. Yeah! You're like, yeah, it might be a little bit more complicated. And here's the thing with that particular one. You might not want to hit the utility pole.
Well, there's that. The driver, the getaway guy. Where'd they find him? Was he a former Uber driver that got fired?
Was he tweeting while he was like, I got it. Oh, crap!
Maybe he was making a video to post it on Facebook or something
probably.
to let his friends know what a big heist they were pulling off.
I don't know.
So
Some people.
yes.
Yeah.
In our trivia today,
Yeah.
we have not gotten the correct answer. Now, I did post this a little bit late last night, just due to circumstances beyond my control.
Yeah.
In other words, I forgot for a little while. The question, in a typical year, 99% of U.S. households will buy this. Want to know what it is? There was a lot of great guesses. Something pretty simple. It is something that you eat.
Yeah.
Did you see the answer?
I don't know the answer. Did you post it?
No, I didn't post it.
I stay away from the trivia.
When I sent the stuff to be printed up,
I don't look. It's top secret. I just print it and
it is top
I don't
secret.
look at it.
It's how do I want to put this?
In a Rodney Dangerfield movie.
Wow.
He
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It was more than just Rodney
He makes an
Dangerfield.
insult
About a hat.
about a hat that concerns this food item. So he says, "Hey, nice hat. Did you get a bowl of this with that?"
Okay, it comes in a bowl. So that's your hint. We should get a winner. But hey, something else we want to let you know about too.
No, don't.
Not now.
We're done.
Post show.
It's post show.
I was so.
Shut up.
I'm so excited.
Shut up.
It has nothing to do with the bowl.
It's time for us to learn less.
It is. Rich Perlberg and The Less You Know.
Brought to you by Jordan Genso with the Genso team at Remax Platinum. If you want to know less, a conversation with Jordan about music will help you get there.
Yes,
but if you'd like to know more, Jordan loves teaching people about the real estate transaction process and current market conditions. So you can give him a call, 248-444-9777. You can find him on Facebook as well, Jordan Genso, Community Servant, Community Realtor.
He knows more, Rich knows less, and we're going to find out a little less than we knew yesterday. Rich Perlberg joining us for The Less You Know. How you doing, Rich?
I'm here to serve.
So what's on the docket today?
Well, something really exciting, but at least it's timely, and that's the cluster that is the Republican governor's race at the moment.
Well, it's gotten a lot simpler, at least for the ballot. Got cut in half. Half of them got tossed off the ballot.
This has never happened in Michigan. I don't know if it's happened in the country. I mean, you've got 10 candidates for governor, and 5 have been eliminated because they couldn't handle the petition process. I mean, that's a novel waiting to be written.
Well, now most of the ones we hear about, Perry Johnson and James Craig. I mean, the other ones. I mean, do we even know who they are or what they?
Well, you didn't know hardly any of them, and that's kind of the interesting thing is to thrust a bunch of nobodies onto the ballot and made somebody who was going to be an also-ran kind of the favorite right now. This West Michigan former commentator, realtor, or businesswoman, I think, named Tudor Dixon.
And zombie movie actress.
Oh,
don't
she was
forget.
in a zombie
she was in a zombie movie.
Which one?
Yeah, I don't know. She was.
But I mean, it's kind of ironic when you can think about how the Republicans have pushed this fable about distorted elections. They say, they're all about election integrity, and they're the ones who are screwing it up. I mean, they got these petitions that are full of dead people, forgeries, totally fraudulent.
Maybe the zombies signed up.
Well, they're going to get the zombie vote.
There you go.
No doubt about that. But it's crazy, and I mean, it's not over. There's still the potential of an appeal to the Supreme Court, but
well, what about write-ins? I mean, if they don't get on the,
who is it? Craig said he might.
Yeah. Good. Why bother?
To do. I mean, Duggan did it.
Yeah, I was going to say
in
Duggan.
Detroit, and that was pretty amazing. I would be surprised. I don't think Craig hasn't shown he's got the organization skills to run a normal campaign. To write a writing campaign, I'd be surprised.
Well, and statewide, I mean, you're right that Duggan winning a writing campaign in Detroit was sort of out of the ordinary, because normally writing campaigns just don't work. They just don't work.
They're very hard.
But
usually they work in very small arenas, a small township or something, or where not enough people have filed to be on the ballot, so you get out there and do a write-in. But
statewide, it seems a bit of a haul.
Yeah.
And now yesterday, the Court of Appeals turned down Perry Johnson in his attempt to say, and what he was saying was, you can't just disqualify all these signatures based on this sample. You need to go back and look at each individual signature and disqualify them one by one.
And they basically said, that's not our job, buddy.
Right.
It's it's your job. If you can't handle that, you can't be governor.
Right.
You know?
That's not how that works.
Wasn't he the quality control guy for one of the
Quality guru.
quality
guru.
Wow.
And it was in one of the candidates, kind of one of the unknowns, a Farmington pastor, who said, "Look, I feel bad for him, but we didn't count on these outside people to get our signatures. We got volunteers. We told them what they had to do, and we provided oversight. That's all they had to do. You need 15,000 signatures, and I do think somewhere there should be an investigation into who did this and how. And they committed fraud.
There is an investigation. I know they referred it to the Attorney General's office to look into it, because then there's criminality here, clearly.
Yes. It's a violation of something that should be very important to our democratic system. But at the same token, if you're saying you can be governor of the state, if you're a quality guru, if you're James Craig, you've got to be in charge of something like that. You've got to be on top of it. And they clearly weren't. They outsourced it and didn't pay any attention to it and got screwed by it.
Well, I wonder about the whole petitioning process in terms of having these paid circulators, because all of these problems usually boil down to having paid circulators.
Right.
Who, I mean, these are people that are they're from out of state in many cases. They have no skin in the game. They don't care. Sign it, don't sign it. Sign your dead grandpa. I don't care. I get money.
They get a contract and go hire people and say, we'll give you so much per signature. So there's a real temptation to say, hey, the more signatures I get, the more money I'm going to get. So,
right. Kind of opens it up to more potential for fraud.
So I wonder, can we? I mean, not that we can, but is it a feasible proposal to say maybe get rid of paid circulators? Maybe they have to be volunteers.
Well, I don't even know how you do that, but
right.
I do think I like to make fun of Perry Johnson being the guru guy, but to his credit at least, he's since come out with a bunch of suggestions for how the system could be improved. Most of them are increased criminal penalties for fraud. But one is to allow the candidates to have access to the qualified voter file, so they can do their own checking before they submit their petitions.
I would think you would do that anyway, just to cover, a little CYA, or have somebody do that for you.
Well, I do know in local elections, I know candidates who carefully look at their opponents' petitions to see if they can find irregularities, because it's a lot easier to win an election if your opponent can't get on the ballot. But I mean, this is the big. I don't know if you remember Thad McCotter. He was a congressman from Livonia, and he got bounced because his staff basically Xerox signatures from previous campaigns and submitted those.
Is that wrong? Was that wrong?
I hate to say. Hate to say this, but I went to school with Thad.
Mike here is a school chum of Thad McCotter.
No, listen, I knew Thad, and I think people called him Thud. But anyway.
What is really strange about this is, I mean, normally in Michigan, governors serve for 2 terms, and then the state picks somebody from the other party. I think Gretchen Whitmer was vulnerable. I mean, normally she would be in for but she has a lot of issues with COVID handling, with shutting down schools, with some maybe some hypocrisy in the way she treated her personal and staff, as opposed to how she told the world to do it. I mean, I'm not saying those are all valid criticisms, but the Republicans couldn't come up with a serious challenger. I mean, even Craig and
Craig was it. I mean, Craig was the.
It was kind of a weak field to begin with.
Yeah.
Well, but I think, as John said, I think Craig was when he first announced his candidacy, people were like, "Oh, I'm impressed with this guy," and it's kind of, I don't know what happened, but a lot of things have faded from the get-go, and now this.
I think, Rich, you kind of hit the nail on the head, which is that the more his campaign went on, the less organized he seemed. The campaign started high and it ended less high than it started, and there wasn't a lot of great organizational skill. There was kind of one snafu after another, and it didn't really tell a great story about the organizational skills of that person. But still, he was, in that sense, he was in a lot of the polls. He was a front runner, and you're right, Whitmer still is vulnerable. This was the year, if you're going to knock off an incumbent governor, this would have been the year. Well, probably shouldn't use that phrase when it comes to
Shouldn't say
Whitmer.
would've
If you're going to defeat an incumbent governor, yeah. Sorry, right. Sorry.
Can we edit that?
Bad phrasing on my part. If you're going to defeat an incumbent governor, this would have been the year to do it. And you're right. The Republican Party couldn't. It doesn't seem like can get it together to put up a real strong candidate. And they were out there, but a lot of them, I think. This is where I think you find the tear within the Republican Party, because they're the far right extremists who are living in fantasy land that Trump won 2020 and they have to relitigate 2020 to appease Donald Trump, and they won't let that go. That's the part of the party that's in charge. And so those candidates.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here, because assuming that Johnson and Craig don't make the ballot, then I would say that the leader in the clubhouse for the Republicans right now is this Tudor Dixon.
Right.
She was kind of in the background, but then she got the DeVos endorsement.
Yeah.
And I think Nolan Finley from the News has suggested that she's going to get a Trump endorsement if these other guys don't get on the ballot. That makes her a pretty strong candidate, and she is.
But does it?
Even though she's on
but it makes her a.
She does deny the Biden's victory. I mean, she checks off all the boxes for the far right, and that's a little scary. I bet you she'll do a better campaign than I'm giving her credit for right now.
Well, it makes her a strong candidate for the August primary. I don't know that makes her a strong candidate for the November general election. I don't think. I mean, tell me if I'm living in fantasy land. I'd like to think most people understand that 2020 is over and that Biden won, and that Trump ran a bad campaign. I mean, even Republicans have begun to somewhat come to the surface and say, I mean, come on, you ran a bad campaign, you didn't win. You want to run again, that's great, but stop living in this fantasy that you won. You're right, she checks all the boxes, but I don't know that that's going to be a great strong candidate for November.
Maybe not. I mean, it's hard to know what happens in between presidential elections. I mean, the Democrats got out and voted 2 years ago and got Biden a 154,000 vote victory. Mid-year or in between elections, they're not always as enthusiastic about voting. So who knows? I mean, I don't think Dixon will make a big deal about the election. She'll say what she's supposed to keep the Trumpers in her pocket, but she.
What's she going to do to go for the independent?
COVID. She'll talk about school choice. She'll talk about. I mean, we'll probably hear about CRT and all that crap, but I mean, she will be a woman. She's defeated breast cancer. She's got a business background. But I would hope, I'm with John on that one. I would hope the voters would say, yeah, Whitmer hasn't been perfect, but she's not crazy.
Well, that's her. I believe that's her new campaign slogan.
I'm not crazy.
I'm not perfect, but I'm not crazy. Whitmer 2022.
We may have learned a little bit more than the less we knew before. I don't know. With that one, it may have sealed the deal. But all right.
I was going to run for governor if it was easy. If you didn't need to get all those petitions, I even had my slogan.
Well, go for it.
It's going to be a fiscal conservative who likes to spend money.
There you go.
Well, okay. I like that.
The oxymoron that fits in.
Well, I mean, who could not vote for that?
Yeah,
exactly.
He's the oxymoron for you.
Yeah.
With an emphasis on the moron. I gotcha.
All right, Rich, as always, the less we know, we
Yeah.
appreciate it. We'll do it again next Thursday, buddy.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, thanks.
Have a great week.
All right, The Less You Know, brought to you by Jordan Genso with the Genso team. Check out his Facebook page, Jordan Genso, Community Servant, Community Realtor. All right, we heard the alarm.
We did. The alarm went off.
It's quite alarming.
It has sounded.
Yeah.
And Rocky the dog went and hid.
He's
been a part
he's
of
at
it.
my feet.
Oh,
yeah.
is that where he's at? Yeah, he's safe now
He's
because of
waiting
the
to be
alarm.
fed.
All right, so there's an event coming up this weekend in downtown Howell, the Block Party to EndAlz. It's a big big to do on the courthouse lawn and how.
Yeah, it's preliminary towards the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which will be coming up later this year in Brighton. But the block party this Sunday from 11 till 3, and we're going to be talking with Nicole Colley with the Alzheimer's Association. They've got a pretty big weekend planned, and I think you and me maybe might just be.
Were we told we were allowed?
We're stopping by. Well, we'll ask
the
Nicole.
Restraining order has
We'll
been
see.
lifted.
Well, yeah, I
we're
believe so.
allowed.
Hello?
Hey, Nicole, it's Mike and John at Mike and John Got It Going On. How's it going?
Good morning. How are you guys? I'm good.
Doing well. The block party to EndAlz is coming to downtown Howell this weekend, and
That's right.
we want to know if we have our pass to enter.
Let me think about it for a minute. I guess you guys could talk.
Right. So this isn't the actual walk. This is a lot more than that to drive some awareness to the walk in Brighton in the fall.
Correct. Yeah, we're kind of using this as our big kickoff for the summer. We just want to create a community event that is just kind of a fun place for families to gather and hear about us, hear about the walk, and have a little bit of fun.
So again, it's at the Courthouse Lawn and Amphitheater this Sunday from 11 till 3, and to talk about all the things that are going to be there, folks that stop by in that time. What are they going to find?
Yeah, so there's kind of a variety of things, but we're going to have face painting from a local artist, Cat and Butterfly. We have our awesome DJ that comes to the walk every year, Brett from Motor City HDJ. He's also going to be introducing various local acts throughout the day. So some of what we have going on is Community Theater of Howell is going to be doing a couple numbers from some of their past performances. We have a local kid, Bryson as Elvis, that's been doing Elvis impersonating since he was little. I remember I saw him 4 or 5 years ago, and he was fantastic. Mascara Acapella has done a few things with us before. They're from like the Pinckney era. The Dance Project is going to be there kind of doing a little bit of a show and a little bit of teaching. So we've got a variety of things coming. Then we'll have local games by Selkra and a few other things as well.
I believe some food trucks, too, on hand.
Yes, we've got some awesome food trucks. So everyone's favorite Tony's Dogs from in town is going to be there. We've got Kona Ice coming, the Grilled Wrap, and Heaven on a Roll. And then the Captain's Woodfire Pies and a bunch of other awesome ones are right next to us at the Howell Farmers Market as well.
Awesome. Yeah, right. And of course, it's coinciding with the Farmers Market, so it's going to be quite a day.
Starting around 11, I believe, until 3, downtown Howell.
Yep.
And, all the events, everything, obviously, it's an all-ages thing, and families encouraged to come. But the point of this is to kick off the walk season and provide awareness about Alzheimer's for either folks who are, need resources, or just to provide that awareness for everybody, because this disease impacts families, in ways that maybe we don't think about.
Exactly.
And so what kind of resources will be available in terms of, like the awareness and information?
So we plan on having 2 different stations available for Alzheimer's specifically that day. So one of them is going to be just a full-on resources table. It'll be staffed by our program staff specifically, so the person that knows the most about all of those things. So you'll have all of our various education brochures and our helpline and that kind of thing, but you'll also be able to talk to somebody one-on-one if you do have any questions or want to talk through anything specific about your family or anything like that. And then we'll also have information available about the walk, about how to start a team. You can register your team on site with us that day. We'll be there to help you do it and kind of get some fundraising resources. So we'll have a mix of everything.
Wow.
And I think Mother Nature is going to cooperate too. Low 70s, so it won't be too hot. Won't be.
So far, it looks good.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed for that, because things can change on a dime here in Michigan. So
looks like a fun afternoon again. Sunday, 11 to 3 in the Howell Courthouse Lawn and Amphitheater. The block party to end Alzheimer's, and we're looking forward to it. We're going to stop by and say hello and. Maybe talk to folks and maybe do a quick Facebook Live hit, and we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys.
All right, Nicole, thanks for joining us this morning. And again, if folks need more info, where can they go?
They can go to act.alz.org/Livingston.
All right, sounds great. We'll see you on Sunday.
Okay, thanks so much, guys.
All right.
The Block to EndAlz party going on. Block party to EndAlz. So it should be a lot of fun. We've got our 2-cent history lesson coming up tomorrow. The great Bonnie Runyon joining us. Right. We'll talk to the Torch 180, give away a lunch or two.
Yeah, we're coming up. We're going to be out at their place the following Saturday.
The 11th.
June 11th, we'll be out there. They're having their big grand opening. Their newly decorated and soon to be renovated facility there. So we're looking forward to that.
And a week from tomorrow, we're going to take the podcast on the road.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. It's my typical answer.
I was like, does he remember?
I do. Yeah.
Wake up. Yeah. Next Friday, we're going to be at Howell Nutrition.
Yes.
So we'll have more details on that to come. The answer in today's trivia question, I don't think anybody's got it right yet. The question was 99% of us will purchase this
Right.
sometime within a year. And most of us have done this, and we probably purchased more. During the winter season, it's probably
Right.
a little more likely that you would do this, that you would buy this. And the answer,
Hold on.
you're going to double check.
I don't. No. I'm assuming you have the right answer.
I have the right answer.
I want to let Rodney Dangerfield himself
give us the answer.
be the one to give us this answer because,
Okay.
as I said,
Yeah.
that this was something alluded to by Rodney Dangerfield in the great movie Caddyshack.
Yes. It was a classic line.
Oh, this is the worst looking hat I ever saw. Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh?
Huh. Bowl of
Oh,
soup.
it looks good on you, though.
That's the classic. Thanks, Rodney.
It is classic,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Rodney
soup.
did.
99% of households buy soup.
Yeah. What kind you get?
Actually, I've found. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter. No one cares. Got their microwave soups in a little bowl. Nice.
Little micro. Eating like a rabbit. Chicken noodle. All right. So soup was the answer. Today is June 2nd, our 2-cent history lesson brought to you by John and I. National Leave the Office Early Day.
Did you pay?
Have you heard of John and I?
Have you paid the fee
John
to
and I.
sponsor?
John and I.
John and I.
Briefs for men.
Not
John
the,
and I.
Not the king and I.
No, John
Because
and
John
I.
is the king, but John King and I. John King and I.
John King and I.
John King and I. Okay, whatever.
Leave the office early day.
Yes.
For those that are going into the office,
I gotta go.
you can't leave.
come here.
It's National Bubba Day. Does not everybody know someone named Bubba or referred to as Bubba?
Here's Bubba. This is Bubba.
This is Shakin' Rocky.
Right.
You know what? It's Rocky Road Day, too.
Oh,
Rocky Road Day. National Rocky Road Day.
Right.
1875, Alexander Graham Bell made a mistake that led to the development of the telephone. While he was trying 2 telegraph signals through a wire simultaneously, he accidentally adjusted a screw too tight. It allowed him to hear audio coming down the wire, and within an ear, the mistake became a telephone.
Oh, well.
How about that?
Yeah.
You did learn a little something today, didn't you?
I've made many mistakes, but none that resulted in a universal device.
Guglielmo Marconi received a patent on this day in 1896 for something called the radio.
It's his fault.
He was knee-deep in the hoopla. 1989.
Little Starship reference there for you.
Rolling Stone Bill Wyman, 1989, at the age of 52.
Yeah.
Some considered him old back then, as he secretly married a 19-year-old woman by the name of Mandy Smith.
It's legal.
His 28-year-old son, well, she was 19.
Yeah.
It was legal, sure it was. His 28-year-old son was the best man,
Oh, yeah.
and the other Stones attended the ceremony. That
Right.
marriage lasted almost a year and a half.
Wow, that's
Almost a
nice,
year and
that's
a half
nice.
until she hit
Oh,
20 and said, "What am I doing, Gramps?"
Yeah. And I got my money. Goodbye.
1993, Apple Computer lost its court battle against Microsoft and Hewlett Packard. Apple had argued that the companies stole the look and feel of the Macintosh. This feels like a Macintosh, but it's not. What is this one? It's a ThinkPad.
Oh, well, clearly it's being wasted over there. Hey-oh! Thank you.
We're good friends. It was reported on this day in 2002 that Paul McCartney threw his fiancée Heather Mills' engagement ring out a hotel window during an argument.
Oh. Well, if you're Paul McCartney, you can do that.
Guards at the Turnberry Isle Resort combed the grounds using metal detectors and more, and later found the $25,000 ring. $25,000 to Paul
To
McCartney.
McCartney, I mean, I'd be
That's
like,
kinda like
I
a-
wouldn't want them to find it.
I would have sent my team to Cooper and Binkley Jewelers
Well,
to get
yeah.
a new ring. That's what I would have done if I were Sir Paul.
Well,
But
I think at that
in
point
the
he
basement
needed-
with a ThinkPad.
He could have gone and found a new girlfriend and then gone to Cooper.
Well,
and Binkley.
they got married.
Yeah. Well, it didn't last.
No. But that's it. That's your 2 cents.
Oh, wow, okay.
For today.
What'd you think, Rocky? Very impressed.
He just sits there and shakes.
He's a little shaky.
He's a
dog.
shaky one.
He's a shaky one.
All right, so that's your 2 cent history lesson for today.
You're down there. All right, get out of here.
Any other business we have to?
Oh, we got
tend
all
to?
kinds of business to transact,
we
fella.
got the business. To
Yeah,
take
we
care
do.
of. We
All right, don't forget, we are brought to you by Firehouse Doors. They are the OG, as you say.
That's what I say.
That's what you always say. What else do you say? Please and thank you. Come on, didn't your mom teach you any manners?
My mom taught me not to say. If I can't say something
Oh,
nice,
I
don't
see.
say anything at all.
Oh, okay.
I'm just over here with my
Well,
ThinkPad.
I have many nice things to think about, to say about Firehouse Doors.
Yes,
They've
you
been
do.
serving residents for 24 years in Livingston County. Family owned. They strive to treat each customer like family. They're veteran owned. Mike, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. They're your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. And for the past 21 years, they've been Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors. You can call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480. And when you buy a garage door and opener package, they'll upgrade our listeners to a belt drive battery backup opener at no extra cost. And that includes the built-in MyQ camera system. You can find out what's going on in your garage.
Yes, you can. If you want to know.
What the hell's
Save
going
about
on?
$275 too with that. It's offers good to June 15th, so you got a couple weeks.
You know, if I had
Take
it,
advantage of
and
it.
I don't have the built-in MyQ camera system, I think I'm going to upgrade because I kind of do want to know what's going on in my garage. Because
There's some strange things.
because you think
going on.
no, this could be a very valuable.
Well, if you have a varmint in there, for example,
yeah.
or a neighbor you
There's
don't
that.
trust.
Here's what I want to use it for, though. All right, is the people that go and take my tools in this house, by the way, not thieves, but people that come and borrow my tools, and then they either don't bring them back, or they bring them back with something missing. There's always
Like a socket.
exactly.
You miss
Thank
the
you.
socket. The one you need.
And it's always the one I need. I'm like, where the hell is
So,
the 3/4? What
yeah.
the?
You need a team on that.
And I need the
That's
built-in
why you need the
MyQ.
MyQ.
I need it there.
My quality.
I do. I want to know.
Rolling steel overhead doors,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
All right. So, other things going on that I'm not allowed to say yet.
Okay.
But
All
we
right.
will get
No.
to that in the post show.
Well, yeah,
today,
of course we can
For
do
those
the
that want to
post
stick around.
Well, who doesn't want to stick around? You know,
Art in the Park's coming up this weekend.
okay, there, Thunder Stealer.
Well,
I was getting the Art in the Park thing. I was gonna.
all right, go ahead.
No, you.
I'm sorry. I
No,
started
by all
Thunder.
means.
I am a Thunder Stealer now who needs a ThinkPad. I don't know how we stay friends sometimes.
Yes. Okay.
Art in the Park. It's kind of the unofficial kickoff of summer.
Is it?
When with events in Livingston
Yes.
County, it is the one that's like, okay, when Art in the Park hits, you know the domino effect starts happening because after that, there's other things.
Well,
going on.
and this year especially, I mean, so many different events are planned throughout Livingston County that are going to be coming back after hiatus because of the
Right.
pandemic, and so people are looking forward to get back out there for these events. And you're right, the 30th annual Art in the Park this weekend in downtown Pinckney, Saturday and Sunday from 10 till 5. Over 100 artist booths, free admission, and live entertainment there at the gazebo, of course. Food vendors, all kinds of kids' activities.
I think we saw that little kid that did the Elvis impersonator.
I think
that's
you're
gonna be
right.
At the end of it. We saw him probably when he was about 4 doing the Elvis imitation.
Right.
If it's the same child.
He's 42 now.
Yeah.
But
But it was, that's the thing. Art in the Park, a lot of great local entertainment and vendors from all over, some local, some from around the state, and some from out of state. But we did learn a lesson at 1 year at Art in the Park,
oh yeah, we did.
especially John
We
King.
were scolded.
You were scolded. I just stood there.
You
and
stood there,
laughed.
and yeah,
I was
right.
your support
So now you
system.
wonder why I make fun of you with the ThinkPad. Mhm. Yeah.
So
Little goose for the gander. Is that what you're saying?
This guy did some tremendous wood carvings.
Right.
And it was
They were
was it
they were like of lakes.
of lakes
and
and
they
the
were
maps of the lakes and the depths.
they were like it was almost like a
Very
topographical map,
3D.
but done with wood carving. It was beautiful. The guy was clearly talented.
Yeah, and John,
we were-
as a compliment, was trying to take pictures.
I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome! I want to get a picture of this. And
I thought he was going to come flying
Yeah.
across the table and tackle
Right.
John.
Right.
I threw an elbow block But he did scold John for
Yeah.
You
Can't
had
take
to
pictures.
delete
I'm like,
copyright
and first of all,
infringement.
this was like 10 years ago.
Oh,
at least.
At least.
So cell phone cameras were so advanced back then.
Yeah.
You
I don't
know.
even know if Facebook was around when you took that.
No,
picture.
it was.
Wasn't
It was. But I mean, I'm just saying that the camera quality, he was afraid that I was going to take a picture of it and then sell it as a print. And I'm like, yes, I'll have my booth here next year selling prints of your woodcuts. Get out of here.
I'll be right next to you, between you and the guy with the mailbox
I mean,
with forks.
I don't know.
coming out.
It seemed a bit over
It was
the
a
top.
little. Yeah, he was very protective of his work.
I mean, and the thing
You
was,
have to
like I said,
respect the artist.
put that to the side. The guy was super talented.
Yeah.
Just a little
Well, sometimes
artists.
like actors and
Yeah.
podcasters.
Oh,
are a
God, what are you
little
talking about?
strange.
No, we're totally,
Totally
totally
normal.
normal doing a podcast here
In the basement with a shaky dog.
With a shaky dog. I think shaky dog. Oh no, he's there.
You know who else has a great dog? Our friends at Dan's
true.
PC Solutions. Ziggy, the cutest Shih Tzu in the land.
Beg your pardon.
Shih Tzu, Ziggy.
How dare you?
You know, has Rocky ever met Ziggy?
No, I have not. They had a play date. Maybe I should bring Rocky over. Rocky and Ziggy can have a play date.
We want video of that. Dan's PC Solutions. Locally owned and operated, veteran operated, as a matter of fact. Computer repair shop run by Dan and Amber McMillan. Husband and wife team. Kind of like heart to heart.
Right.
She's gorgeous. The team that's been providing IT, computer services, and support to residents.
And their dog was Rerun.
God rest his
Was it
soul.
Rerun or Freeway?
Freeway
It was
the
Freeway,
dog.
yeah.
Rerun was on.
I know. I'm thinking of what's happening.
Hey.
Wow, I've just mixed up my 70s shows here.
Rerun wasn't a dog.
It's okay. It was Freeway, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of looked like Ziggy.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I'll give you
All right,
that.
I'm gonna look him up. Go on. Tell him about
Dan's PC
yeah,
Solutions. We totally got swamped in the dogs. Support for residents and small businesses here in Livingston County for over 10 years at Dan's PC Solutions. You get personal, friendly service. Unlike the big box stores, they want you to get what you need, not sell you something you don't need. So stop by and see them today, Dan's PC Solutions. You can see them online at danspcsolutions.com. They're located in the former Livingston County Airport building on Grand River in Howell.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks like. It's not a Shih Tzu, but Freeway was a...
Like a Bichon or something.
Yeah,
I think
something like
Freeway
that,
was. I think there was more than one Freeway during that series.
What?
by the way. I
What?
think So
Oh my God.
I
And now you're going to tell me there's more than one Lassie.
Well, Lassie would have been slow to save Timmy if Lassie was around that long.
Well,
Lassie! Food?
Lassie? And there's just a jar of ashes up on the mantle. What is it, Lassie?
Now-
Timmy's in trouble.
Here's what could happen with that. You're on to the new version of Lassie.
Okay.
So you have the ashes on the
Mantle.
mantle.
Right.
Something terrible happens. The ashes come out.
Well, yeah.
And the dog reforms.
Oh, sure.
Runs to the rescue.
Okay.
It'd be like Ghost Lassie.
Ghost Lassie.
Saves the day.
I like it. No, we
That's
got
what I mean.
to pitch. We got to
It's the
pitch this to Netflix. We're gonna get this.
Ghost Lassie.
Look for Ghost Lassie coming soon.
Saving the world. One milk bone at a
Oh
time.
yeah, Ghost Lassie.
All right.
Okay, very nice.
That's our show for today. Oh,
No. What?
I so want to as we...
You want to spill the beans, don't you?
I can't spill the
No,
beans.
you're not spilling the beans.
I
We're
can't
saving
spill
that
the
for the
beans.
post show.
All right. Beans don't be spilled.
Don't be spilling beans yet.
All right. No beans to be
You
spilled.
can't just be going spilling beans like it's just whatever.
Beans don't burn in the kitchen.
Oh boy, now we're really going back. Okay, all right, sing the rest.
No, not going to do it.
You know,
Pool season is here.
well, that's a smooth transition. The beans aren't burning in the kitchen, but it is pool season.
If you're barbecuing, you can put a can of beans on that grill.
I don't believe that George Jefferson had a pool
Oh, they had one in their
the
high-rise
building.
apartment.
In the high-rise, yeah.
The deluxe apartment in the sky.
Well, yeah. Do you think it was on the roof?
Oh, they had to have a pool at George Jefferson's place.
Right.
It may not have been right outside their door, but I don't know.
You see, now,
Mr. Bentley.
that's an episode that they could have done with everybody hanging out at the pool.
Mr. J.
On Mr. Bentley. He'd be like just totally white, wearing black socks and a Speedo.
Oh, you just put Bentley in a Speedo?
Absolutely.
Could you walk on it? Well, it was the 70s.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hello, Mr. J.
He's in his banana hammock.
And then Mrs. Jefferson.
Roxy
Mother
Roker
Jefferson. Mother Jefferson. George.
Okay, Bentley's back. This will be for
George.
Netflix as
What's-
well. I hope the executives are standing by for our call.
The Jefferson's pool.
the pool season.
Yeah, every episode takes place at the pool.
Romans would take care of that pool, by the way, if the Jeffersons had a pool.
Well, yeah.
Romans Pools and Supplies from Howell and Brighton. They're your one-stop shop in Howell and Brighton. They're known for their fast and friendly service, pool expertise, quality maintenance, and supplies as well, whether you need chemicals or fun stuff to throw in the pool. And we're not talking Mr. Bentley and his bikini.
No.
Heck no. Help keep your pool safe and clean this summer. Call Romans today in Howell, 517-545-4545, or 4555, excuse me. And in Brighton, 810-588-4466.
Yeah.
Or even easier, romanspools.com. Romans Pools and Supplies and Service, your pool's best defense
That's right.
against a man in his Speedo.
Mother Jefferson recommends them highly. But George. So, all right. Is that the show?
Wheezy.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
You know, that was like when Norman Lear owned television.
If Norman Lear owned this show,
No. It might be successful.
maybe.
Yeah.
Let's have the ladies take us out.
All right. By the way, don't forget the ladies, Kitty and Cougar, are going to be joining us
On Monday.
on Monday.
We're going to get the shop back.
Oh, we got to clean up?
We got to get the the leaf blower and get this place cleaned
All
out
right.
a little bit. Get some of the cobwebs out of here. Rocky gonna be here one.
Who cares?
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
Giggle on.
Say hi, Rock. He's not interested.
All right. All right, we're post-show. Ready for the big reveal? What do you got? Oh, I know what you got.
I have this ThinkPad I'm not allowed to talk about.
No, you're on it.
So we want to celebrate summer with a big splash. Thus, we are having the Mike and John splash party.
Yeah. Details are being worked out as we speak.
Yes, they are.
But soon we'll be able to announce.
Hey, you guys working on the details?
Oh, yeah, they are. So
Yeah,
don't
the
bother
staff's
them.
on that.
Don't bother
They're,
them.
they're thinking about.
So
Yeah. How much more do we want to say about the big
we're going to have...
Mike and John summer splash?
We're
party?
hoping to show a fun movie.
At a place that shows movies?
Yeah. Well, that would be helpful, yeah.
Yeah, other than...
We're not going to stand there with our phone going, hey, everyone gather around, watch it on my phone.
You know, we could do that. We could just put my phone with the movie and put it up
We
there.
could do that, but we're better than that.
Oh,
well,
that
at least we will
does
be
like
on
a
that.
mirror
Wow,
kind of
whoa.
effect. That's
My God,
pretty
I think
bizarre. I don't think
my
we've
God.
ever done this
I think
before.
that's a rip in the space-time continuum. What are you doing? All right.
Backing up.
Okay, get out,
Baby.
So,
Back that
yes,
thing up.
we are. We're hoping to have details for you very soon. Maybe even as soon as tomorrow.
Mañana.
Thank you,
That's for our Spanish
Senor.
listeners.
You know, we do have. You said we have a listener in Spain.
Yeah, we do in Madrid, right?
Yeah, in Madrid. Yeah, we met his parents,
Yeah, we did.
and he listens in Madrid.
Hola.
Michael is his name.
Yeah, Miguel.
I don't know if he goes by Miguel.
Well, over there he does. They say
Probably.
Miguel. Hola, Miguel.
Probably just Michael.
Hasta
I don't know. That's a
Miguel.
good question.
Well,
Michael, if you're listening, let us know. Do they
Email
call
us
you
or-
Miguel or, you know?
Miggy?
Anyway.
they
Maybe
call
they
you
call him
Miggy?
Miggy. Yeah,
They
you know
might.
what? I would go by Miggy.
That's what I would
Yeah.
do. When I go somewhere where
Right.
Spanish is spoken most, I'm going to refer to myself as Miggy.
Right. And since they don't have Chi-Chis anymore.
Chai Chais?
That limits the, you know. I miss those free chips and salsa. Anyway. Yeah, so we'll have details hopefully tomorrow about our big summer splash party.
Yes. And you're going to be invited.
Oh, we're letting them come? Oh, God.
Well, yeah. It wouldn't be a party without
That's
that.
true. That's true.
It's a viewer, listener, podcaster appreciation, big Mike and John summer splash party.
Or
With
just
free stuff.
Or just the Mike and John summer splash party.
We're not going.
Gotta make it simple.
All right.
It's gotta fit on a marquee.
Okay.
Hint, hint.
We've been on a marquee before.
Yeah, we have.
All right. I think we're done now with the.
Oh, we're more than done.
Gotta get shaked up for that.
Why are you gonna
Soup
be?
party.
You gonna be in your bandana? Mike and John in Speedos. Come on down. Hey, where's everyone going?
Hey guys.
Okay. That's enough of that.
That's enough of
Oh,
that.
God.
Yeah.
Well, there's your nightmare for the day.
Rocky wants to leave.